I'm fun. I'm good who I am, you know? Like, I like who I am, and you know what?
Now here we go again. Hey, look, the chocolate baby back. Now run, go tell your friend. Yes, I'm putting my family first just like I should. Protect your life, you're about to watch Beleaf in Fatherhood.
Today we pick up where we left off in Theo's story. No doubt it's hard being the oldest at 6 years old, but even still, we all have our responsibilities.
Me.
Did you feed the plants? Did you water the plants?
Yeah.
Is it all done?
So crazy, yeah.
Did you turn off the water? Okay, so you gotta water all the plants.
Yeah.
It's Theo's responsibility to water the plants, but he didn't do a good job. I pointed it out.
That's all right.
My brother
Right, watch out. Move
said
that way. Move that way.
my brother said Anaya can't do it because her's too young.
No, that's not true.
Not me. No, not me. Not me.
Theo, did you feed your fish this morning? Go feed your fish. All right, come here. You do it.
What?
You gotta take care of our living things.
No. Why not?
Okay, right. Don't play in the dirt, please.
Trying to watch that plant.
Okay, all done. Now go give that back to mommy.
Focus, head in the game, going up to
All right, guys. I'll see y'all later.
Bye, Dad.
Okay, so I was about to leave, but Theo didn't say bye to me. So I pressed the issue, asked him what was wrong, and this is what we got.
Okay, so you're upset because what?
Because Ryan did it when it was his turn.
But you did it too. Didn't you water the plants?
Yeah.
Right, go wash your hands. Thank you. You were just playing in the dirt. Theo, you already watered the plants this morning. I gave you the responsibility to water all the plants by yourself. But you didn't do it. So I had to come out there and help you. Please don't put that in there. It doesn't go in there. So I asked you to feed your fish. You don't like feeding your fish anymore?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? What's the problem with the fish? Is everything okay with the fish? Okay. I still like a hug.
So many things could have been done better in this conversation. For instance, my tone was a little aggressive. In addition, I believe that my word choice wasn't the best. My mood was definitely on the irritated side, and my posture was distant. I was far away from him. Some people will point out these things and make these the main part of the story, all the things I could have done better. But we're not really concerned with that. The point is, we reconcile. Now, there's definitely things I need to work on, like my tone, my posture, my mood, etc. But we reconcile. That's the point. As parents, we have to critique, adjust, and modify on the fly. It's not a lot of time to prepare. So sometimes the way we do it isn't right all the time. And by right, I mean by other people's standards. But I think if reconciliation is the goal, that's the target, then we end up hitting the mark more often than not. For kids like Theo, who need to be pursued, they want effort, not perfection. And when you make an effort, they feel like they belong.
If you don't want to give me one, you don't have to, but I appreciate it.
Emmy?
Thanks. Thank you. I'm always going to give you responsibility to do stuff first, but if you don't do it right, I got to get your brother and your sister's help for it. Okay? All right.
And I know how it feels not to belong. I mean, it's one of the most loneliest feelings you could ever feel. And to think my child might feel that way because of something that I've done is kind of irritating to me. And you know what else? I'm not a pursuer. Naturally, I'm not the type of person to chase after someone. What the heck? Anyway, I'm not the type of person to chase after you. But I'm a father now. The father always pursues. He always chases after. He leaves the 99 to get the one. He abandons his dreams for the security of his family. He sacrifices everything, even his pride.
I know you're tired cause you played through nap time. Get your mind right, shorty, wipe it's bath time. I'ma have the last laugh, you can have the last line. The way you're crying, you would think somebody flatlined. I'm still in my prime, just a little bit older. Holding on to vices, man, I should've let go of. Hoping I don't pass them on to you, dice roller. Gambling with life, man, I really need closure. Used to be a fiend, now I lean towards sober. Smell a whiff of green, got me feeling like an ogre. Walking through the forest like my homeboy Shrek. Screaming out 1, 2, mic check, mic check. They go boom, back. I got scale, spin, records, keep it real life, keep it true. Who's next? How about you? Boom, back. I got scale, spin, records, keep it real life, keep it true. Who's next? How about you? I know you tired of the funny looks looking at you. Had to give you food for thought, good cooking at you. Never wanted you to say my dad is just a rapper, so I pack with messages, the good book it at you. These young whippersnappers never get the messages. I'm giving them less, I'm packing it with rid of them. They just rather swallow cinnamon, giving them more that I got if they like it or not. The stepdaddy liar lies, you can all get the claw. And yo, I'm not that hard, I'm hard of hearing. I'm hard-hearted only cause things that I was fearing. I'm hard-headed only cause things I never knew. I'm short-tempered cause I got old and never grew. It's nothing new under the sun, don't know what's next. But I'ma give it all that I got, there's nothing left. I see you now walking in the jungle under my footsteps. Screaming out 1, 2, mic check, it go boom, back. I got scale, spin, records, keep it real life, keep it true. Who's next? How about you? Boom, back. I got scale, spin, records, keep it real life, keep it true. Who's next? How about you? Boom.
And I smile.
Spin.
Good job.
Get your hands, Anaya, put your arms down.
Keep it.
No, not you, Theo. Theo, put your arm around your brother
And your sister.
and your sister.
All right, ready?
Oh, Naya, look at here. Naya,
Stand up straight, Naya. Anaya, look, smile. Anaya, right here.
Mom, the sun's coming back.
I know it's sunset. Okay, everybody look at Phil.
Ready, 1, 2, and 3. Ready, guys?
No, silly.
Okay. All right, let's try to get Theo.
Ready, Phil? Right.
I'm ready.
Try and stand next to
You guys get ready? You're right.
Anaya,
Anaya.
over here.
Ryan, stop screaming, please.
Anaya, over here.
He's heavy.
It's terrible.
He's gonna fall.
It's a terrible
Let's get
photo.
the real life of all of this.
He's heavy.
You're right, get ready.
Anaya, get close.
Oh my
Everybody smile.
God. Anaya, Anaya.
Go. Anaya. Let Anaya look and smile. Look at Phil.
Cheese.
Phil, maybe
Yay,
you should go from the
Uzi.
top. I don't know. Yeah, like that.
Naya, look.
Riot, look.
He looks like he's getting
Riot,
jumped.
put your arm around your brother.
Mom.
Okay, he looks like he's getting jumped.
Boom. I got.
Looking for pressure on. Today, I'm watching a video.
Do you like to impress your dad?
Yeah. Sometimes I'm scared because I get hurt and Brian gets hurt and then nothing.
Welcome back to Beleaf in Fatherhood. Good to see you guys. You just watched the part 1 and part 2 of Theo's, like a day in the life of Theo. I want to know your honest opinions on what you think about this little series. I'd like to do it again. This was honestly very difficult because Theo is going through a lot of things for the first time, and some of the content is very sensitive, so everything just don't belong on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather make sense than to make money. You get it? But yeah, on Patreon we did like a Theo's reaction to the first video, of him just kind of like watching himself and watching me kind of like process through some of his thoughts, which I thought was pretty cool. Someone in the comment section actually asked me to do that, and if you're on Patreon but you're not at that tier, I'll send it to you. So just tell me who you are on Instagram would be great. At Beleaf Mel. Yeah, yo, the music that's in these videos will be definitely made available to you soon. We pretty much have the Patreon EP wrapped, and so I think we're gonna release it in December. So there's so much happening behind the scenes, and I know I keep saying that, but I'm working with a marketing company right now that is helping me rebrand this content so it's not so kid focused. The logo is very kiddish. You know, some of the things that are in the content aren't really like speaking to who I think I'm speaking to, and so that's neither here nor there. I'll talk about that more on Patreon, but I just want to let you know what's going on behind the scenes, so you're not like, hey bro, where's my video at? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Protect your life, keep your network popping. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're fortunate enough to be doing life with someone else, make sure you watch this video with them, and if they're not around, share it with them. I'll put the link in the description for Patreon if some of you are interested in going on Patreon or whatnot. And peace.